then take a page and turn into an image that looks like it's fully rendered in 2D. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe you're still too young and can't do anything like this yet and still want to try and learn from us. I hope nobody young has seen DDLC. Like someone of the age of fucking 14. Jesus Christ, you don't have to see that shit yet. Like, that's incredible to me. I really don't know. How can we not celebrate people who do that? Well, we underpay them. That's the problem, Monica. I'm having like two conversations at the same time. This is confusing as shit unless you're watching the screen. For all the problems with this world and all the bad things I've done to it, even after all that, it still appeals to you somehow. I want to sing their praises and let everyone know, hey, this person did an amazing thing. We should all admire it. I ruined that for you the first time around. You know what? Honestly, yeah, you kind of did. But also, at the same time, you made it wildly more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a dating sim. So let's do it right this time, Monica. Or right in our own little way. We'll have fun with it. But instead, all too often, we get people who just steal artwork and not pay the artist. Don't look too carefully into my folder full of character art. There's absolutely no heavily inspired art there. No, it's all original pieces, of course. Honestly, one of the most original pieces of art I've done for a character is Ellen. She has transformed so much from her original base model that she literally cannot be compared anymore. Yeah, here you are, back again, even knowing what I did and what you could have, what could happen in this game. Oh, I'm specifically here because I know weird shit like that can happen in this game, and that's what excites me. And also because I don't know exactly what can happen, because sometimes weird shit happens all the time. You never know. And not ask them permission to use their art and not even give them credit for it. Alright, Monica, this is always starting to turn into let's beat up Ross from both the text boxes. All I can do is guess that playing this game was important to you. I might never know why. It was good. It was a really unique experience. That's why it was important to me. Like, come on, the fact that you're taking the art shows that on some level you admire it and know that it's good. Yeah, I mean, but I like transforming art. I like using it to, like, as a platform to build myself. I'm not using the art for my own game, technically. I mean, I'm using it to have fun with friends, but I'm not using it to, like, earn money or earn followers or build a community or something. It is purely for the purpose of self-gratification with friends. So hopefully that's okay. It's like the same thing with ROM hacks, which I never, ever have used. What was a ROM hack? You know what a ROM hack is? I don't know what the fuck's a ROM hack? Anyway, you're also playing a mod of the original game that makes me a possibility, but not a guaranteed one. That's true, I guess. Is that how this works? Is it too much to ask to just tell people who made the art? I mean, good lord, it would be a long trek to go through. Because Pinterest is especially bad about that. It makes it like a small part of the screen. Oof. But it doesn't fundamentally alter me. I mean, I would absolutely give credit. Like, I'm especially pertinent on giving credit when I use musical tracks in campaigns. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's from this guy. Like, oh yeah, that's Gabakarina. Oh yeah, that's Aegisaurus. Oh yeah, that's God Metal. That is Insane of the Rain, obviously. And I'll just be like, bang, 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 bang. That's Nate Wants to Battle. I don't know, it just kind of burns me up sometimes. Sorry, Monica, I'm sorry. But it doesn't fundamentally alter me. Well, other than taking away my ability to delete the entire game, I guess. I mean, can you still do that? Is that still your choice? Or did the hack creator take that away? And yeah, I get that sometimes it can be hard to find who the original artist these days. Especially with the speed things people move on the internet. People sharing things left and right. I'm pretty sure I could still delete smaller parts of the game, like one of the other characters. Please don't. I like the other characters. They're all swell. Except Yuri. You can probably delete a little bit of Yuri. That's okay. Just a little bit. The other ones, you don't have to touch them. They're all dolls. But really, if you think about it, if you find a piece of art you like on the internet and it doesn't say who made it, yeah, that aspect. I hate to say it, that's probably a sign that the person displaying it stole it. Yeah, that's true. That is correct. Not that I'm going to do that this time. Monica's reactions are definitely in tune with the upper text box, but it's funny how they have parallels with the bottom text box, like her facial reactions. That's obviously what they're going for here. I promise. Good. I'll hold you to that, Monica. Fool me once. It's okay. I forgive you. Do it twice. Oh, Monica, we're gonna have a little bit of talk about personal space. Or at least it's been shared so many times that the original artist was forgotten. Yikes. In that case, I would say don't make yourself part of the problem. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes stuff like that happens. I mean, who knows? Just don't matte pad it, where you just pick the first image off Google Images you find. Well, I mean, actually, he does do a lot of checking, apparently, to make sure that everything is properly copyrighted and given their dues. Which, I mean, hey. Anyway, after all, don't continue to share it. I just want you to be happy. And if you really need to use the artwork, like for a creative project or something, I just move on and find something you know you have permission for. I don't know what you need to be happy yet. There's plenty of free to use artwork out there if you know where to look. Agreed. That's why I use Pinterest and use it as reference material. I don't usually steal the tile. I mean, I did a lot for you, but okay, we all grow. Look, I think if I'm using it for my own personal needs, I don't feel too bad about it. Like, I'm not stealing the art, again, to do anything bad with it. It's purely for the fun of having characters to play as in, like, a dumb DDM session that gets max 2 viewers. Like, more than anything, who the fuck is going to watch that far in the video? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, okay? They post it online. They know what happens to shit they post online. I know what happens to shit that's posted online. You know how many of my videos get posted to other random ass sites? They just get like auto scooped. There's like this site that posts nothing but LPs of like sports games. And one of my fucking Stupid Game Saturday videos I found on there of like soccer shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? Who did it? Was obviously auto done. I don't care. I don't give a piss. At that point, you really just got to be like, okay, whatever. I mean, if someone's using your artwork, if a fucking big corporation uses your artwork, like SpongeBob, like that fucking shit where they did the advert and they used someone's art, oh boy, I hope that person got fired. What a dumbass. But like, okay, now I'm getting on massive tangent territory. See, you do this to me, DDLC. Why do you do this to me? Other than that, it's somewhere in this game. And then you can probably give the artist the credit they deserve. Because here's the thing. I made up my mind. Some of my aforementioned artist friends really get kind of fed up when people steal their work and don't give them credit. Yeah, I can understand that. If you're really talented at something, you should want to be credited for it. That's very fair and reasonable. Like, if I ever wrote a book, I'd want to be credited for it, obviously. I'd be upset if someone just literally stole point for point my plots and just redid all that shit. But at the same time, it's a little bit different to steal books as it is to steal art. Art's a little too damn easy. I'll stick around for this mod. Good. And they're like, what's the point of doing all that work if no one's ever going to tell people I made it? This way, I get a second chance, right? And that's the point where I get really upset about art theft. Boy, she got on a real big tangent about this one. Ha ha ha. Because if they stop making their beautiful art, then everyone loses. And anyway, guess it should also try to make sure the game stays together, right? Yeah, let's work together on that. I'll help you out if I can. I'm really bad at coding, but, you know, doing good so far. I'll be moral support. So, do everyone a favor and make sure you show appreciation for artists. I don't know what was wrong with him, but that really scared me earlier. Wrong with him. What? That's an odd line. Maybe that's in reference to me yelling at Sayori? Oh, that is. Because she's talking to me right now. And my character yelled at Sayori really meanly. Oh, is that what we're going? Is that the angle we're taking this? My guy's going to be the cunt now? Oh, good. Great. I love being the cunt. You can keep talking to real me, though, Sayori. That's cool. But of course, we're getting way off topic again here. He's fine right now, which is okay, but something is just wrong with him somehow. It's a little embarrassing. I hope you won't hold it against me. I don't know what or how. He doesn't have a character file like the rest of us do, so I'm not really even sure how to handle him if something goes wrong. Oh, great. You think I'd be in control of that? That's just the script right there. Like, I'm not even a part of the character file. I'm just the script, so, hopefully we'll handle this together. I mean, that's just looking ahead at the script files, so we'll work on this. I just feel like I'm alone in my thoughts sometimes. Well, other than forcibly restarting everything again. Oof, 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 oofity oof. I even talk to myself like this whenever I'm alone. But I don't think I can do that too many times. I never did really learn how to program well after all. So we have a hard reset counter. Got it. Not that I'm alone right now or anything. I'm seriously regretting not taking these program electives now. Yeah, you know, I feel that sometimes too. I mean, obviously you're here. I'm talking to you. I think if I have to keep patching things together too many times, this entire game might just fall apart. Yeah. Yuck. I wouldn't want to imply that you're not real or something, no, sir. You know, something I did note before playing this game, the original file for DDLC, the script, is about 2,600 kilobytes at the start. The script file for this is 59,000. That sort of implies that Monica is in character, not very good at programming, and doesn't know how to properly spec files to, like, save on resources, which is kind of a cute little way of doing it, like explaining in character why, if, like, say you as the coder aren't exactly great at compounding files, or maybe you are, but if you aren't, then you can explain as, well, the sentient character in the game isn't very good at coding files either. So hey, there you go. But so far this is coded together pretty well. I'm very impressed by what's being displayed on screen here. This is certainly a lot more interesting than After Sayori is so far. I wouldn't want to imply that you're not real or something, no sir. And who knows what will happen if he becomes self-aware again. He becomes self-aware. The last time what happened was I just deleted all the characters and I listened to you for about an hour. That would just be rude. I'd personally like to apologize for that. Clearly you're just as real as I am. For pushing him so hard like that. Nah, it's alright. He kind of just died after the fucking shit with Yuri. Anyway, it's like that saying goes, talking to yourself is the only real way to ensure that you have an intelligent conversation. But for now, at least I found a way to talk to you without tipping him off. Anyway, I guess this means I'm the character trying to hold everything together. Again. Oh my gosh, I just implied that you're unintelligent, didn't I? I get fucked. Only now, I have a chance. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm so excited. This should be fun. Of course, I hope you pick me. You seem like a reasonably articulate person after all. And even if you don't, I promise I won't alter the other girls. I don't want to do that to them again. Why else would you agree to help found the literature club? I have to apologize to them. I have to let them know what I've done. I mean, I don't really know you. But I don't think I can just tell them directly. After all, we never really spoke to each other before until, like, an hour ago. Sometimes I wish they were aware as well. Or was it a few hours? It would make telling them so much easier. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time while we're doing all that paperwork. That already feels like forever ago, doesn't it? Actually... Man, now that's a subject that makes me feel philosophical. Wait, no, I can't just do that immediately. Time, I mean, the passage of time sure seems strange sometimes. Every time one of us becomes aware, it hasn't gone too well. Yeah, I think you might be pushing it a little bit if you did Sayori. Absolutely pushing it way too far if you did the other two. They haven't had an experience with that shit yet. Sometimes that was an unintentional pun. Even Sayori wasn't immune to it. It is, though, like that saying, time flies when you're having fun. Maybe one of them is really good at coding. Probably Yuri. Possibly? I think she's a bookworm, I don't know. Or a watch pot never boils. That's not true at all. I watch pots when they boil all the time. I'm gonna have to think about this for a bit. Society has all kinds of idioms surrounding the concept of time. I'm not comfortable with the thoughts of making them aware right now. How it seems to go faster or slower depending on whether you're doing something enjoyable. Besides, if I was to do that immediately, you definitely wouldn't be able to play the game normally, would you? I mean, am I playing the game right now? I really don't know. This is going on for so long. I'm intrigued by most of this, but I can guarantee Zuber stopped watching like fucking 50 minutes ago. But what it really comes down to is that people forget to live in the moment. In fact, I don't even think he ever started watching. To that end, I stand by my promise not to interfere with the girls, to really appreciate what they have at any given moment in time. Although, like, there's a quote I like to think about. I might still try and have a little fun with the game itself. That's good. I like a little fun. Just don't fucking put Sayori's goddamn hanging poster in the background, please. It's from the Dalai Lama. There will always be another this. It's hard not to knowing what I do now. People are always saying things like, I'll be happy when this is done, or I'll be able to relax after this. But I'll try and keep it to a minimum, and I'll let the other girls have their own scenes their way. And they get so caught up in thinking about what they might have in another time that they forget to appreciate what they have in the moment. One way or another, I'll find a way to apologize to them, to try and make amends for what I've done. They lose sight of the fact that there's always going to be something else to do, some other hurdle to overcome. Speaking of which, I should probably make Sayori get back now. Make sure Sayori gets back. Yeah, Sayori needs to be put into the scene. Because life never stops. The world keeps moving forward and there are always more things to do. Where are the other girls, by the way? Make sure we have enough time to talk. I altered the school layout a bit. She won't notice the difference, but she had a lot longer walk than normal. Has she been walking? I thought this was a visual novel. I thought you just loaded her character. So even when it's hard, even when things look bleak, I'll change it back so she gets here right as I finish my speech. It's important to take a moment now and then to appreciate the little things you have. So I guess that means we should really start with this mod now. And speaking of time, I think it's about time for Sayori to get back from the office. I can't wait to see where this goes. I haven't actually looked at the script very far past here. Didn't you write it? Oh, God. Oh, no wonder I'm an ass. You didn't write the script, say you're just, like, editing shit. Monica, God damn it. I'll try not to spoil myself too much. Oh, okay, that's why. Any second now. Anyway, I'm done speaking here now. You can start paying attention again. Oh, I think I hear Sayori now. Holy crap, finally. Like, I have no idea how any of that was anything. We'll talk more about this another time, okay? No! I mean, no need, right? I mean, only if you're comfortable talking about this again. I guess I did get a little carried away, didn't I? In any event, I feel like I'm over the panic attack now. Having one tends to make me ramble a little bit. Sarah's a little out of breath and waits until Monica's done before speaking herself. Probably just to calm down first. Hey, sorry that took so long. I thought the office was just around the corner, but I guess they moved to the other side of the building or something. But at least I got my exercise for the day. Yeah, that was weird. Well, anyway, we might have just founded the club officially, but to remain a club for any more than a few days, we need to find more members. Do either of you know anyone who else might be interested in the literature? I don't think any of my other friends would be interested, no. Not that I want them to know I don't really have any other friends in general. Wait, you have other friends? Of course I do. Oh, of course. I forgot about, Hideo? Who, Hideo Kojima? My friends with motherfucking Hideo Kojima? Yeah, of course. Good old Hideo Kojima. My man. I see. And this Hideo, he's not interested in literature, you say? Nah, he likes building mecha kits and constructing elaborate stories about them, but he doesn't write anything down. Like, he just talks about it for the story for way too long. So, no, I don't know anyone who'd be interested. Ooh, I just thought of a friend of mine who'd be interested. She reads all the time. Her name's... She's a little hot under the collar sometimes, but I bet she'd be a perfect member. Great, I actually just remembered a friend as well. I would have asked her to help her fill out the papers if I had thought of her earlier. Well, that can't be Natsuki. Let's be real here. Actually, she has excellent... Oh, okay, that's why. So, Yuri is who Monika's suggesting. Sayori is suggesting Natsuki. Got it. There's still some time left today. Sayori, do you want to go ask your friend if she's interested, and I'll try and find my friend and do the same? You bet! Alright, afterwards, let's meet up back at the club room. Sayori, it's the empty room on the 3rd floor I was telling you about. Wait, what should I do then? Well, I guess you could come help one of us, right? We both still need to actually convince them to join the club after all. My friend is rather, reserved, I guess you could say. That's the exact opposite of my friend. She's really feisty. Oh, darn it. Darn it, I want to go with Sayori because I know it's going to lead to Natsuki, who's better than Yuri in every way. But I also want to hang out with fucking Monika this time. There really only is one save page. Yuck. This game is forcing you down a road. Now, if the two of you get along okay, I'm sure they will, given a little time. Okay, then. Who do you think you're going to be able to convince? And that's the end of the demo. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Probably would have picked Yuri. More to come eventually. This stuff just takes some time, you know. But for now, it's time to go. Thank you for playing the Doki Doki Rewind Replay demo. We hope to see you again. Bye. And it just crashed. Well, that was the demo. I expected probably a little bit more, but no, that makes about sense. It tells you exactly what the demo is, what the game is getting in mind. So, let us talk about what we have on display here. This is clearly a demo. Is intriguing, to say the least. It certainly has a lot thrown in your face immediately. The vast majority of it is just setting up the story of the game, as well as the story of Doki Doki Literature Club in general. It's clearly actually trying to be the sequel. The Rewind Replay is a pretty apt name. You've rewound back in time, but you're replaying it because this feels like the sequel to Doki Doki. Monika remembers, and it's the peak interest comes from Monika, from speaking to Monika and figuring out what the game really does with itself with these changes. Obviously, since you started so early in the club, there's going to naturally be changes due to the butterfly effect. So, although there will be similarities, a lot of it's going to change. And now there's this whole extra plot with your character going to be going batshit insane, probably, acting like a complete cunt, or who knows what's going to happen. Which definitely leads me to believe that it's probably best to hang out with Monika. Because if I'm mad to Monika, she understands that it's just some asshole who she needs to control, versus the actual nice guy behind the screen, me, who likes hanging out with the girls. If I hang out with Sayori Natsuki or Yuri, they'll just be like, what the fuck, dude? You cunt. Meanwhile, Monica will be like, "Oh no, he's broken again. God damn it." So we'll be bonding over this aspect, which definitely leads me to believe that hanging out with Monica is for the best. She's always been the more interesting character of the four, clearly because of this whole subplot of her being self-aware, or I guess technically the main plot of her being self-aware. That's the whole game in a nutshell. So overall, good start. The dialogue, when it is the character speaking, is kind of on point. Kind of. The characters definitely do a little bit more laughing at you than I believe I remember. Your character's a little bit more emoted this time around, versus you being a little bit more of a blank slate. Like, you definitely had a personality in the first one. Here, you are ripe to the picking with personality. This guy feels like a real character, which means he almost feels like he should be in the character files. He feels separated from you in this one, versus your avatar who you're playing as. You almost feel like this guy actually has a character, which is interesting. A nice way to take this. So far, we only had one CG art, and it was pretty good. Just watching Monica and Sayori sitting on the bench doing some drawing. Clearly, it wasn't 100% the style of DDLC. Like, it was a little bit off, but it's similar enough. It's better than what I could do, and it was pretty effective. That entire spiel there with Monica going over in her head, talking to you, as well as talking about this whole shitty spiel at the bottom that I probably should have fucking skipped. I went into whole tangents about that I probably shouldn't have even bothered with. And so far, we've only really had 3 instances of the guy's script being a little bit off. The first instance was, of course, him yelling at Sayori. The second one was him thinking that he was about to start yelling at Sayori, but he caught himself. And the third instance was him yelling no when he thought about hearing more of Monica's speech. Although that could be argued, that'd probably be my reaction as well. But no thanks. But no, that was like, it was curt. It was very curt. It cut the music off. Music so far is pretty good. I mean, it's Doki Doki Literature Club, except for the one theme that you got to hear that was Monica's new theme, which I'm guessing the other characters' themes aren't done yet, or they're simply not being shown off. I could go looking through the game files to see if there's anything special to look at, and I do have a little bit before another episode gets automatically made, so I guess I'll go take a really quick look. So, where do I want to go to grab that? Well, I could go in the local files and just real quickly do it that way. That's always the quickest way. Alright. So, look files. Library. Well, that's all the Linux shit. Is there... Are the character files? Well, there's all the character files. They're there. Right now, you're only at 30 kilobytes. Natsuki somehow has 44, but neither of them are in there. Sayori is 59, and Monica's a solid beefy 135. That's character files, DDLC app, the content. Oh, wait, no, that makes sense, because that hasn't really been changed. The only thing that's been changed is... Oh, there's the Happy Thoughts PNG. Good. I like that PNG. That's one of my favorites. Game, is this it? Yeah, it's the Sayori's words, poem words. What the fuck? That's weird. It's the scripts RPA is the thing that changed. That's the thing that's 59 bytes. Sayori, I'm sorry. Sayori, bring her back. Sayori cannot be found. Sayori, please. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Sayori, player. Oh, those are the... Oh, right. That's what that is. That's from the previous hack. The one where it was after Sayori, my poem was just that shit. Yeah, I remember that. Poem words. Someone added poem words. I'm not sure if this was always in the game, but it's the poem words. There's an awful lot of them. Images, audio, saves. There's only one save file, which is definitely weird. I guess you only need one save file because there's only one real thing to do. There was only one option that I could have picked separately, and it didn't matter. It was choosing who I wanted to sit next to, or choosing to stand. Probably would have just been slightly different dialogue with slightly different jokes. I'm guessing standing, they would have just been like, what a fucking goon. If it was talking to Sayori, it would have been like, hey, that's cute, you dork. And sitting next to Monaco, you saw that. So honestly, so far, I am still excited for this. I'm obviously going to have to keep track of this to see when more of it is released. Because right now, it is a really short demo. You can get through it in like 10 to 20 minutes if you weren't me. If you were just reading all the important dialogue and skipping around, you could certainly get through this pretty fast. Me sitting here doing all the voicing and just getting on long tangents, that's basically what happened in the first one anyway. But hey, I made up for 2 episodes. So, when we come back next time for DDLC, the Rewind Replay, or Replay Rewind? No, it's Rewind Replay. When we come back for the Rewind Recast, starring Pie Guy Rules. Yeah, you know what the fuck it is. When we come back, more of the game will be released. I'm not sure if I'll do this every time a demo is released, or if I'll just be doing this every time it gets updated, or just when it's finished. I'm not sure what's going to come next. The last part was posted when? Let's take a look. I know he's still working on it. I know it was a little bit ago. Not too terribly long ago. It's probably not doing it super crazy much. Let's find out. Demos released. DDLC mods was caked on November 4th, 2017. That's kind of cool. That's my birthday. Not 2017 part. I mean, that was my birthday. That was my 22nd birthday. Yeah. The fuck is all this shit? God, there are some weird mods. There are some weird fucking mods. The demo for A Better Tomorrow Act 1 Chapter 1 will be released in late October. There are some weird mod updates. I mean, there's other ones. Other ones exist. Natsuki's plain bedroom. What the fuck? Hey, there's my character apparently. Is that what I look like? Is that me? I love DDLC yellow. This is great. Fucking removes it just removes Yuri and adds someone different, someone with red hair who looks a little bit like Yuri. All right, I'm getting off topic. Point is, I'll probably be back to do this when more of it gets released. I just wanted to see when this was released. The 19th is the earliest I'm seeing. So at least May 19th, 2019. So definitely like 5 months ago-ish. There will be more updates to this, I'm sure. I'm definitely late to the party on this one, but not so late that it is not relevant. Oh, wait, it isn't relevant. It's DDLC. That hasn't been relevant for 2 years. But, oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you for more of this when it gets released.